Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of my Fuse Crafter's Guide series. Today, we will be covering the brand new limited 5-star physical hunt unit, Boot Hill. Timestamps will be included in the description for easy navigation, but I hope you'll stick around for the whole duration as it does help the video out in the algorithm. Let's not keep you waiting any further and get right into the guide. Let's start off with a summary of Boot Hill's kit. When Boot Hill uses his skill on an enemy, he and the enemy enter the standoff state. While in standoff, the enemy takes an additional 30% damage, while Boot Hill takes an additional 15% damage. While in standoff, Boot Hill's basic attack is enhanced. After the enemy in standoff is killed or weakness broken, Boot Hill gains 1 stack of pocket trick shot, which is the bread and butter of his kit. Each stack of pocket trick shot increases the enhanced basic attack's toughness reduction by 50%, stacking up to 3 times. If the enemy in standoff is weakness broken, Boot Hill will deal an additional 70, 120, or 170% of his break damage to them when using his enhanced basic attack. The amount of additional damage he does depends on the number of stacks of pocket trick shot that you have. Boot Hill's ultimate is just a simple attack, but it has one major mechanic, weakness implant. When Boot Hill uses his ultimate on an enemy, the enemy has a guaranteed chance to be implanted a physical weakness. Moving on to relic sets. Since Boot Hill wants to stack as much break effect as possible, in addition to the fact that he breaks a lot, his best in slot option is the 4-piece thief set, followed by 2-piece thief plus 2-piece watchmaker. 4-piece watchmaker isn't viable at all, as its 4-piece effect is completely useless for Boot Hill. Next, we have Boot Hill's main stats. Since Boot Hill struggles with large amounts of small mobs, he has to be able to kill them in one hit. Although Boot Hill's non-break damage is tiny compared to his break damage, it still makes an impact, especially in the early stages of a battle where Boot Hill needs to kill mobs to build pocket trick shot. If Boot Hill isn't able to one-shot the mob, you have to waste another turn to kill it, which could potentially lose you a cycle in MOC. Hence, you want to use a crit rate chest. For boots, since Boot Hill wants to take as many actions as possible, a speed boots will help him reach higher speed breakpoints such as 160 speed or even 200 speed. Definitely a superior option compared to attack percent. For the orb, Boot Hill can use either a physical damage orb or an attack percent orb. They are pretty similar in performance, so just use the one with better substats. For the rope, you want to use a break effect rope for obvious reasons. The number 1 priority for Boot Hill is break effect. You want to stack as much break effect on Boot Hill as possible to maximize his damage when enemies are weakness broken. The second priority is speed, since you need it to reach higher speed breakpoints. Crit and attack percent stats are also welcome, but don't have nearly the same priority as break effect and speed. Boot Hill's best planner set is Talia, Kingdom of Banditry from World 4. He doesn't really have any other alternatives since Talia is the only planner set in the game that boosts break effect. Since World 4 also gives Von Whack, it's actually a pretty efficient world to farm in terms of stamina. Boot Hill's best in slot light cone is obviously his signature light cone, Sailing Towards a Second Life. Sailing gives Boot Hill 60% break effect, 20% defense ignore on break damage, and 12.8 speed. It's pretty much the only light cone that fits his kit. His next best in slot option is S5 Swordplay, providing him 80% damage. It may sound really good on paper since he hits so many times in one attack, but it doesn't buff his break damage, only raw damage. Boot Hill's free-to-play option is S5 River Flows in Springs, but you have to make sure that Boot Hill doesn't get hit. River provides 12% speed and 24% damage to Boot Hill. 80% and 24% might seem like a massive difference, but in reality, the difference is only a few thousand per attack. Cruise is also a really solid option, but I didn't recommend it here as it's an extremely high demand light cone, and using it on Boot Hill compared to using it on someone like Sile or Dr. Ratio. However, please don't let this force you into pulling for Boot Hill's light cone. He's still going to be dealing 400k damage per turn even without his signature, and although it's one of the strongest signatures in the game, his base kit makes up for the lack of it. Starting off, you want to level up Boot Hill's talent first, followed by his skill. His ultimate and basic attack should also be leveled, but they are not necessary to max out. All of Boot Hill's major traces are important and must be unlocked. For Boot Hill to obtain a 3-turn ultimate, he will need to do 3 enhanced basic attacks and either kill 2 enemies, proc his Ascension 2 trace twice, or get hit twice. If you're not able to get the 3-turn ultimate, a 4-turn ultimate is still perfectly fine. Overall, Boot Hill looks to be the strongest DPS in the game so far, outclassing even the GOAT herself, Acheron. In terms of single target damage, he absolutely gaps the previous king, Dr. Ratio, and it's not a competition either. In addition to that, the new Boss Rush game mode, Apocalyptic Shadow, is designed around Boot Hill, similarly to how Pure Fiction is designed around Argenti. If you need physical coverage, Boot Hill's pulling value is a 20 out of 10. If you need a single target carry for the new Apocalyptic Shadow game mode, or just any game mode in general, Boot Hill's pulling value is a 20 out of 10. If you already have both covered, then his pulling value is a 7 out of 10. Anyway, I've yapped enough for today. Make sure to check out my socials in the description below. I try to stream once in a while. Schedule will be uploaded in my Discord server. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your opinion on Boot Hill. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content, and I'll see you around soon.